Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on and appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I'm here. I made it. God put me back in my feet again, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for jumping on and sharing the most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Liver Show. We're back at it. I've never worn this ensemble before. Almost every day you've seen something you've never seen. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Even down to the costume. Or the wardrobe, I should say. God bless everybody here for being on the live, for coming on in on this Sunday. It's going to be quick so you can get back to your family. We're not going to spend a lot of time here. It's Christmas, for crying out loud. And we should at least take some more time to be with our kids and our family. All right? But I mean, come on. Name the YouTuber that can wear a different suit, pocket square, and shirt every single day of the year, huh? I could probably do it for 3 years straight and never wear the same thing. Maybe 4. I don't even know how many. Hey, stay, calm down, Sam. Stop talking so much smack. Everybody knows already, huh? Why don't you shut up and do the chats? All right. Man, I got these two guys in me. One guy wants to flash. One guy's a humble guy. They fight all the time. Hey. He said, don't buy the Rolex. He said, buy the Rolex. He said, don't buy the Rolex. He said, give it to the poor. He said, buy the Rolex. I said, I don't know what to do. Hey. Shout out to everybody here in the live. Gotta make you laugh in the morning. And this is my beautiful daughter who brings me my lemon water. She wears a shirt that says Crypto Livers in the back. She is my biggest fan. She loves me with all her heart. She's the best. God bless you, Summer. You're the best, Summer. Look at that. My kids already understand that Daddy needs his lemon water in the show on Sunday morning. Wow. Chad got through surgery, everybody. If you know Chad and Rex, Chad got through surgery. Pray for a healthy recovery for Chad and everything going well for him. Chad and Rex, God bless you guys. Thank you for the update. I appreciate that. All right. Okay, BTC. Let's take a look at Bitcoin playing games. Did it dump all the way down to 95,009? Try to get us. Ripped it back to the upside. Ooh, on that summer solstice flip, right as we turned at 12 o'clock at night last night, they dipped it, flipped it, but still kept it back above 97.2 and then brought it back down again. I tell you what, the fact that they didn't dump it is promising. The fact that we couldn't pump isn't a good sign. So we're back inside this tight little zone here. Let's take a look at our daily close and see what happened to that daily candle. Are we fighting our way up or fighting our way down? So after this insane bullish pin bar, that's a bullish pin bar. What is a bullish pin bar? We call it a pin bar because it looks like a pin with a bar at the top. All right, simple. All right, and it's got this long line. Right? It could be also a Thor hammer, you know what I'm saying? But this one's exceptional with an extremely long wick to the upside. Same thing, if you were to pump to the upside with an extremely long wick like this, look what happened. 2 daily candles closed wick to wick. That's tweezer tops. We dumped, right? Now we got tweezer bottoms. Tweezer bottoms, tweezer tops, tweezer bottoms. Tweezer, look, 2 lines. Looks like a little tweezer, right? So that could tell me, but again, I remember we had a dump. Actually, this is giving me some deja vu here. So I remember this dump was pretty nasty. I feel like it was on the weekly there. Let's take a look. I want to go back in time for a split second. Yeah, so we had this nasty wick to the downside, and we came up, and I was like, oh, that's a beautiful wick. And that told me, oh, no, there's no way, and we dumped anyway. So, I just want to say, just because there was a wick there does not mean you can't go down again, because we ended up eating that wick alive. And that could happen on this one, too. Look, we did this one. That one actually held us. It was pretty big. All right. I just want to look at the daily close and see what happened on it. So we opened at 97,800. The high was 99,540. The low was 96,398. And the close was 97,291. We go down $500 yesterday. All right. Soon, USD is new on MEXC and seems to be pumping good. Interesting. Just a heads up. Might be something for y'all. Happy to be here. Shout out to Dank Friend. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much for telling us. Hyperboreal coin. The NFT collection mints tonight. That's probably going to be a pretty big deal. Anything hyper is hot right now. Remember, we're just at 67K on election day, and we're holding 96 like a boss. Amen. Amen. We always have to look at perspective. I appreciate that. Just the other day, things weren't the same, big news today on Twitter, and I kind of want to go over it, but the U.S. plans to exit the WHO. I was losing sleep over us being in the WHO. I knew the WHO was a corrupt, horrible organization, and us being a part of it was absolutely devastating to the United States independency. There was talks of them starting to implement their medical things on top of our Constitution, and it was getting hairy. And you could see that there was some type of World Who takeover here. And anyone with a brain was like, no, not here, not in America. So I'm very, very happy that they've announced the U.S. plans to exit the WHO. First day of office, Trump plans to exit the WHO. This move could severely impact the global health initiatives by removing a significant... I'm so happy. I believe the WHO is a corrupt organization. Anyway, that's on me. But anyway, and I'll stop there. And may God bless everybody. Shout out to the Christmas tree by CryptoFace. And that was his mom's crypto tree, so I'm sure that brings back some memories. Making the Christmas tree was something I did with my mom. Crypto Billy had to be there with his kids. It's okay, Billy. We understand. We understand. Those are some amazing Christmas cookies, though. I'll tell you what. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Good morning to everyone except the Westerners who have nothing to do with Ukraine. Oh, my gosh. Shout out to Tristan. Shout out to Thomas Crowell, Tiffany Fong, Andrew Tate, Cassius Cuvée, Wendy O, the Martini Guy, Allcoin Daily, Grant Cardone, everyone in my feed. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Shout out to Nick, getting bigger and badder every single time. The flopping groper, man. Unbelievable. Shout out to Charles Hoskinson, Mike, Miles Douche. Miles is cool, dude. Miles Dutcher. Dutcher. I don't know how to say his name wrong, so I stopped in the middle. Then it sounded like I said the wrong thing, and then Anyway, when the aliens abduct me, I will still stream from the UAP. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate that. I'd like to see you there. Good morning. Can you take a look at Fix when you get a chance? Absolutely ripping. You knew that thing was going to rip. It's the hottest thing since sliced bread right now. I've talked about it over and over again. And this thing was going to rip. It took a nice little pump to the upside, and we went over it. I gave it to you. This is why I go live at night. 39% overnight on a Saturday night. You could have made gains. Hanging out with the lifer. All right. Dotcher. Miles Dotcher. Thank you. Shout out to all the Who's of the Whoville. You're funny, man. Yeah, shout out to all the Who's of Whoville. Let's put a lot of Who's in here so we can kind of, hooty hoo. Hooty hoo. Lifer, could you take a look at Bohm, please? Yeah. What's your expected prediction for Bitcoin in the next 48 hours? Dumpster diving for crypto. You got to at this point, AUTIST looks interesting. It's in a flag, came up nicely, retraced to a fib. It's on hyper. I'm just saying. ADILLO was the one we found yesterday, too, at a $1 million market cap. Seemed like it got up 131% to retrace a little bit. An armadillo, all right? And OMNIX is another hyper liquid coin that I've been looking at. It's getting tighter and tighter inside of a tight channel at $10 million market cap. Wow, there's a lot out there to look at, I had a feeling this coin was never going to go nowhere. I told people this. They didn't listen to me. But anyway, I didn't want to be rude. I could tell when something's not going to happen. Pretty obvious to me. Okay. I don't hold any Finks yet. No, I want to buy some, but I keep forgetting to be honest. Scout looks really good to me. And honestly, if you could see it on the 1 minute time frame, Scout's been ripping since we talked about it last night. And I talked about Scout and I said, I just don't see how it doesn't continue to go up in value. It's for betting and it's a sports AI analyzation platform. And you have to hold Scout to get it. Look, it went up 100% overnight. We talked about it right here. It did some dolphin dips and stuff, but it went up 100% overnight since we went over it on the live stream last night. I'm telling you right now, last night's live stream would have paid you to be here. I'm not trying to be rude. All right. Hooty hoo. Unreal. Hooty hoo, man. Hooty hoo. It's kind of weird, right? How it all plays out like that. Yeah. I knew that was your dog. I heard him in a dream last night. No. That would have been crazy. Hooty hoo. I yelled his name in the forest. He died at 14. A good dog. He died at 14, didn't he? I aped into Scout last night. Shout out to D-Gen Friend making gains on Scout. And we want to kind of put Scout in and see what's happening here to Scout. And if you think about it logically, it's Sunday football. People are going to try it out. They're going to try it out today, see if it works. I don't see how this thing doesn't continue to pump. The market cap was tiny. It's already doubled. It was 8 million. You know what I mean? That's small. $8 million market caps are small. Man, oof. Also, it's Christmas time, so I got to give this for the new peeps here to understand where our magnificent Sam Price come from. To the legend, to the angels. Give some peace and love to Finn and Daisy. Might they live forever in our hearts. Dang friend, I love you, man. God bless you. Very nice of you. He's talking about my mother and father who passed away the last couple years. My mom died on Thanksgiving talking to me. I still can't believe it. I never thought that's how my mom was going to go. Sweetest soul in the world, nicest woman you've ever met. Died on Thanksgiving. But I guess, I mean, God took her with all her family around her on the greatest day of giving thanks. Like, she got to ascend to heaven on Thanksgiving. I mean, I think she was a blessed angel at that point. And someone did tell me, I spoke to an ER doctor recently, and he told me that, you know, from what they know, who knows? We don't know, right? But from what they do know, a stroke should be painless. So hopefully my mother died completely painless and drifted off into the abyss. May God bless her soul, though. I miss her every day, more than ever. I'm not going to lie and say I didn't break down yesterday alone when my daughter saw one of her pictures in the garage, and we were getting all the Christmas lights together and putting up a little mini tree, and just shout out to anyone that's lost somebody in their lives, man. It'll always be a hole in my heart, man. My mom was my number one, first love of my life. My mom, you know. Let's be honest. Hey, your mother is the first person you truly like fall in love with. Your mom. I miss her more than you would ever know. She was the most loving person you would ever know. I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna get there, but man, the fact she was so amazing. I gotta keep saying it. So be as amazing as my mom was, so your son, your daughter can talk about you the way I talk about her. I think that's the message here. If you can extrapolate that, I believe that is the message for us all. To leave an indelible mark on other people's lives that will forever keep them passionate, wanting to push themselves and believing in themselves and helping others. If we can do that for other people, we've changed the world, simply put. But you got to do it for yourself first before you can do it for somebody else. That's just how it is. So we found hot coins last night. We made good ideological assumptions about the logistics of the coins. It made sense. 100% was made. 777 on the liquidity. What do you think of that? It just left, but it was 777 just as I said it. And now it's gone. Pretty interesting. Well, there it is back. Hey. I lost my mom 6 days before her birthday in the beginning of December. And I'm 32. God bless you, Jake. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Yeah. Thank you, dang friend. Sam, you're amazing because your mother was amazing. God bless. I owe it all to her, man. She made me great. I don't even think I'm that special. My mom was awesome, though. 2 parents last year and friends been brutal. Fair play. You can do what you do still. God bless you. Amen. Yeah. So this looks like a continuation is coming, and this is something I think I'm going to grab some and stash it. And again, I mean, it's almost like I got to grab it now before you guys. It's like whenever I like something, I almost can't tell anyone. I want to be honest, but whenever I like something, I can't tell anyone. Guys always buy it up, and I never get a chance to get any. I got any soul left in this thing? And my Metaplex got banged. Pinot got tanked. I got Ava AI for so long doing nothing. Alchemist AI took a beat down. You know, Memeland is like, I do great trading as a trader, but Memeland is tough, man. I feel like it's just a way to lose tons of money. I mean, they look so good. Quantify AI, they all look so good. Nothing. This is like double up overnight, get out, you know? You got to spend more time on it, and I guess I'm like not into it all day long. Colin took a beat down. Like, come on, man. It made sense to me. Speculative investments out here for sure. So look, I got barely a Solana. I might as well just grab it for what I got now. What I like about that is you can have barely anything in there, and at least you can, you know, it doesn't cost a lot. So I like to buy stuff on Jupiter, as you can see. So there's Scoutly AI. I mean, dang. I mean, I should have been buying it when I knew it was hot 10 hours ago. But we'll see what happens. So I got to just do like 0.8. But that's the thing. You don't need a lot. And it's so easy to swap on Solana. It's so fast and simple. I use Jupe to do my swapping. All right. Just because I'm very loyal to Jupe. And I like the Jupe family. And there you have 0.1. You have 1,000 Scout. And you're ready to go. All right. I can already see that I got the Scout because I only have 0.1 SOL left. You know, that's a fast, easy process to do. I mean, it takes, that's why it's so simple for these coins to go up. It's easier than a centralized exchange, in my humble opinion. You just got to have an onboarding process, and once you have that, you're good to go. Yeah, you have to buy the right pump group to make it into the SOL meme universe, it seems. 100%. I think it's an insider pump group, man. I don't really buy it. Yeah. That's why I'm like, I always tell people to be careful, right? Anyway, let's get back into BTC. Let's see what's happening here. So the weekly, a massive bearish engulfing candle. Now you can put 2 weeks inside. Not good. And now you're below that level that I keep talking about. We really want to see the weekly close above 97,200, 97,185. If we can't do that, we would have to expect the next weekly candle could drop us further down to the next support zone, which is all we have is about 89,000. So, and then possibly to 80K. And then you got to pull your fib and look at the 21-day moving average. And these are just it's just what we have to do to prepare as a trader. And it suggests we come back down to 82,500, 82.5. Okay, and then we could restart this bull run and get a move on. Bit of a cup and handle or uptrending cup and handle. Super healthy retracement, bounce off the 21, and we could be back to business as usual. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. I'd like it if it took 4, but it took 4 to 8 weeks. So it looks like we're going to get a nasty pullback for sure. We close up below 97,185. I mean, that's the support that I've discussed every time weekly, you know, and then we break back up to 136,000 somewhere by April. All right. And then we have that probably, you know, sell in May and go away. And then our last, maybe a bit of rally there in October, November, and that's the end. You know, and I think people are trying to hype this up more than it is. Get you pretty too excited. Maybe, maybe not. But if we're practical, I mean, this is likely what's going to happen now. Am I guaranteeing this? No, I know nothing to the fact of my own ignorance. This may not happen. I don't want you to go, oh, I just saw the crypto lifer. He said we're crashing down to 85,000. Guaranteed. That's what he said. That's not what I said. I said this is a very highly likely probability if this weekly candle closes above 97.2. What if we close above 9? If we're at 97.5 tonight when I do the weekly candle close, everything will change. You see? So just keep that on your mind and have that, you know, in the back of your head there. So again, barely anyone paying attention. Low liquidity. They could dump us pretty easily because you have less order books, low volume, 5 days before the end of the year, Christmas, New Year's. No one's paying attention. All right. So also get crushed again even more next cycle Bitcoin until dominance falls. Yeah. If everyone sees that way, it's likely not going to happen. Yeah, nobody sees it that way, my man. Yeah, nobody sees it that way. Everyone says it's going up. I'm probably one of the only people saying this, so I'm just saying I'm not everybody. I've never been everybody. It just this channel doesn't do everybody. So look, it doesn't say we don't do everybody, but we're not like we've been unique in our picks and our ideas and never really went with the herd. So that's a likely scenario for Bitcoin, okay? I would write that down, take a screenshot, just keep it out there. I'd have it on your desk so you know. So you don't forget it, because you'll forget that I wrote that and posted it. And if it happens, you'll be like, damn, I didn't, Now, we could be making a beautiful ascending triangle here. It's all about the bounce. It's all about next week. If next week flips green and we get a move up, we can really say you were scared. No, you were scared. And we start to consolidate, and this is just a bullish consolidation. And it's the beginning of a bullish consolidation. Very similar to the beginning of a daily set. You want to dump at the beginning of the day so you can pump at the end of the day. Same in the week. You want to dump at the beginning of the week so you can pump later on in the week. Same with a quarterly set. You know what I mean? Or like a monthly set. You want to pump at the beginning of the month so you can pump. But again, this month has been tough. And no Santa rally has been coming here. And we have to look at it for what it is. A close below 97.7 is no good. So there's two scenarios here. One that we trend down to the 618 and the 21-day moving average. Another that we and how are we going to know? We're going to watch the 8-hour 200 MA. We're going to watch the 200 MAs on time frames that if they let go, they're likely going to send us even lower. That's the best way I figured out how to understand trading and how to be the most accurate and to know exactly what's going to happen. It's very rare I don't know what's going to happen because the small time frames or the smaller time frames will convey the message to me, you see? If you can understand what I'm saying, you'll be a boss like me and you'll be able to see the charts in a major way. So what's our bullish scenario? Our bullish scenario is this is a bullish you know, Jesse Livermore cylinder, and we're making that, you know, that bullish broadening wedge, and we're going to eventually break to the upside here, you know, sooner than later. By the beginning of January, we're at 145,000. Two different scenarios, huh? One, you're April at 135K. One, you're January, you're at 145,000. Both are still on the table. The thing is, most people can't conceive of that. They need to have it one way or the other, and it's just not how it is. When you're playing chess, you do not know what the chess player will do, but you have multiple ideas of what they're going to do, and you're ready for each of those moves. As they tend to move, you then react to the movements. It's exactly what you should be doing in trading. Setting up most scenarios, looking at all your probabilities. Now that's mentally taxing, very straining, takes a long time every day. Look how many hours I put in every single day. I would do this for myself. I decided to start doing it with each and every one of you, okay? But I would do this exact thing for myself over and over again, because this is how I see the sauce. This is how the charts convey the message of what's going to happen. This is how I can pay the bills using my trades, okay? Looking to go long on Jupe. Can you share an idea for an entry? I like Jupe, but honestly, I think there's way better. It's been trending between $8 and $120 and $1.20 for months. But you do whatever makes you happy. I like Jupe, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if Jupe's your coin, man. But do whatever. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking it as financial advice. Do whatever makes you happy. I bought Jupe a long time ago at 69. It's barely doubled, bro, and I've held it for months. So I don't know if Jupe, it's underperformed compared to a lot of other coins. I hold Jupe almost more to kind of just to support the ecosystem. It's not even about me making money. It's about me supporting Jupe. Like, so if you want to support a good system and be part of governance, fine, jump on a Jupe. But if you want to make gains, I don't know if that's going to be, you know, I'm just being honest to you. I'm just being honest. And I'm sorry to the Jupe. I love you guys, but I'm, you know, you guys know the facts. I mean, every time Jupe gets above $1.20, that's it. That's it. And then every time we get a breakdown, we go below $1. And every time Bitcoin pumps and the market rallies and everything else goes up 3, 4, 5x, Jupe goes back to $1.10, $1.20. And then when we dump, Jupe goes back to 89 cents. It's pretty strange. So this falling wedge looks like it could break to the upside. This is our saving grace here. Can Bitcoin bounce on the daily time frame back to the upside with oversold stochastics? It had some hidden bullish. That was gone. No more for that. You know, and still just looking ugly. Like, what is this? Like, what is it? You know, it's a mess. And there's a chance we got above the 4-hour 200 MA to get rejected. I tell you what, man, you just keep a stop above the 200 MA and you keep a head short. And if we dump hard, you're already protected. And if we come up, you just get a little stopped out at the other side of the 200 MA. And then we close above the 200 MA, you're bullish, so you don't have to worry about it. So I tell everyone, if you find a flag in the smaller time frames, you go like 100 for 300. So you make 300 if you hit here. And then right here, you put a stop loss at the exact take profit for 300 for like 900 on the short. You get it? So if the flag breaks up and hits this target, you make $300. You get stopped out for $300. You're even. And then you're above the 200 MA and things change. And now we're like ready to rock. But if we take a massive dump, you get stopped out for the $100 instead of, you know, and then this rips down for 900. You make $800. It's a really good way to either get stopped out of break even or make $800. You know, now the worst that can happen is you get stopped out for 100 and for 300 and you lose $400. It's not bad. So you're risking 400 for 800 basically. It's 2 to 1, but you're doing it in a more kind of advanced way by hedging and using a short and a long at the same time. All right. Now, this could also be considered a double bottom that got, you know, like it was supposed to be a double bottom. They brought it back. I don't know, man. It's not looking good for me, for Bitcoin right now at the present moment in time. It's struggling. At the same time, we got that amazing jump on the 4-hour time frame in the middle of the night there that saved us like 2, 3 in the morning. And now we're back here on this 4-hour candle. Let's take a look at the 1-hour time frame. It was in a beautiful flag yesterday. There was a chance that flag was going to break out. Remember, it was just looking like it could save the day. We got none of that. And let me get rid of my spaghetti here and some extra lines. It makes it hard to see. It dropped down, dropped back up. And to me, I just, you know, it still looks like it's rolling over, right? I just see a rollover here. And if I just put it in here, I mean, this is like a little, I see this as a decent, what's called a symmetrical triangle. Like if I have to, you know, and I still see kind of like a shoulder, a head, and a bit of a right shoulder. I got to tell you, man, unless they can get Bitcoin back above 98,005, I'd even say 99.5 after we hit it there. But, you know, you got to get back above 99,005, 98.5 to remain bullish. And what I was seeing really would look to, was like that's the bearish retest of this trend line, you see? You say, Sam, but how can you see so many different things at once and not be confused? I'm confused. You showed me long, you showed me short, you showed me a bunch of different pattern. Well, you know, well, that's why you join the trading group, because you'll see as we tweak each idea, and you'll see the evolution of the idea, and you'll start to understand like support and resistance too. Like if we lose and close let's say even a 5 or a 50-minute candle below 95.9, we have to start thinking we're coming down to 92.4. 92.5, right? And then do we double bottom there? So Bitcoin looks bearish to me. I'm only taking it along unless it gets back above 99,500 really. Let's take a look at the 1 minute and where the 200 MA is. Yeah, it just lost the 1 minute 200 MA. It made like a head and shoulder pattern and dumped. It had a little flag going like it could consolidate. Nope. So again, low volume on a Sunday, I'd be careful. But if anything's going to go, I say it goes to the downside. I mean, look at that shoulder, head, right shoulder dump. You lost the 200 MA. We've been doing the range bound areas, but man, that's a low, that's a high, that's a low, that's a lower high. I would expect a lower low. So to me, it looks like we're coming right down to this key area right here to 95.5 and then a bounce, and then we'll see what happens. But if I had to guess, it looks like we're going to dump to the downside. Take a look at Bookmap and see what Bookmap says for BTC, and it suggests that we are going, you know, I mean, it's got a lot of liquidity down there. Look at it. If you just look at it here, it says 90K is coming. That's it. You know, just light and tight. There's a little bit up there, fine, but it says majority of liquidity brings us down to 87, 88,000. So again, it looks very likely like we're going to continue to dump. All right. Peanut is long gone, man. It got sold to zero, bro. Sam, I'm going to have to step up my chart game. I think it's looking sharp. I'd buy Bitcoin, have all the money on stock account, and would have to pay taxes on withdrawal. I don't know what he's saying. Feels like I've been with you all night. Just finished your last night show. You're a machine. Merry Christmas. Be careful. Memes gonna rug. It's very, memes could be rugging, yeah. You show me long time. You're funny, man. It's a bullish megaphone pattern for Bitcoin on the 6-month time frame. Interesting. Let's take a look at that. See what you're saying on the all-time history index. I don't know. I don't think so. I firmly disagree. Creepy anything. It's got bearish div on the 6 month. Some bearish div on the 3 month. I don't know, man. That's every time Bitcoin top. We're getting pretty close. RSI still has legs to go. Stochastic still have legs to go, but dang, man, like look at that. Some could say though, look, I could flip it this way. I could flip it this way. Got some inverted head and shoulder vibes, right? So we get to 144,000 by October of 2025. See that? It could be a long road, everybody. We come back down, we come up, we come back down, you know? Bitcoin just makes big moves, then thinks it's going to continue. Then it takes 5 to 6 months to consolidate. We had our big move. I don't want people to think it's up only, because that's not how it happens. Just not. Look at that nasty dump just occurred for BTC, and I told you we're likely going down, right? And we finally just lost a key area that we didn't lose all night. So if you're looking for downside, you're looking for this to make another bear flag now. continue further to the downside. I'll keep you guys updated throughout the day, but I see more downside here for Bitcoin, possibly to $90,000. So just, you know, sit tight, get right. But that, look at that 1 hour, just took a nasty dump. And I just said I see bearish moves. And look at the stochastics in the 1 hour. That says you're going down, baby. And I would look at this, you know, kind of like a head and shoulder pattern, where I'd see this is, you know, the neckline. There's a bit of like, I just see that thing making a dump. And look, you lost the point of control. Look at that. Boom. 92,500 looks like it's coming, and it's coming sooner than later. But that's what I say. More downside for BTC. The dump is real. They begin the dump here on the holiday week. Nobody paying attention Sunday morning. Everyone's asleep. Everyone's going to wake up and watch Bitcoin dump right now. Watch my update and be like, ah, man. Watch our altcoins. They're shredding us to the downside at this point. Man. Can 96,000 hold? Getting a bounce there. Can 96,000 hold the double bottom? Watch for a bear flag now or some type of reversal pattern. No real bullish divergence on the 1 hour suggests this continues down. Sends you to 95,250. So I would project this flag, watch it for the flag out, and we probably continue lower for Bitcoin. Wow. It's too late. I'm stuck with no stop loss. My next target, 90, 88K. Yeah. It's okay if you're in spot, it will come back up. You never know. Nothing is guaranteed. My brother's stubborn, not telling his alts. I told him to sell. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Don't ever tell people what to do with their money. Yeah, because if he did it and it pumped, yeah. So I think Ligo's cool. It just got pushed by all the big channels. Whenever I've seen that, there's been some type of insider dumpage or something. So I don't know, but that's my instincts. Yeah, SCI, I don't look at it a lot, honestly. I don't look at positions that don't make me happy. I mean, down to 42, like, what a pain in the boot, right? Like, come on, man. Like, it was so strange. It pumped when the whole market dumped that week, which was like, oh, wow. You know, it still hasn't lost its daily 200 MA. All these coins, see, this is the thing. Like, I have to say, we're at a really strange place in the market. Because, like, that's an uptrend. You got this, you know, you can almost say, look, it's, you know, it'll come up to the top of the wedge. And, but the thing about this is if it doesn't do that and it loses the daily 200 MA, I mean, we're in for like a lot of pain for a lot longer. So I don't like losing the daily 200 MA. That's not a good sign for BTC, you know. The only thing it does do is we have some good losses to offset our wins for the year. So, you know, you could buy and sell. I would sell. I personally am going to sell and buy back any position that I want right now that's down. I'm going to sell it and buy it back so I can have a loss of the balance sheet. So when we rip again, you know, so if I, you know, again, so anything that I took, any profits I made this week, last week, other week, we could balance them off. So for instance, I made that 16 grand last week. Well, maybe my SEI's position's down 3. Maybe I have 4 or 5 positions down a couple grand. I sell them all, buy them back, and I'm able to implement a $15,000 loss, which will cancel my wins. And then I hold these long term. They rip again. No, you know. The thing is, okay, then you make a short term. You know, you're holding them long term again. I get that. That's something you have to compute yourself and see if you're willing to hold to the next time. So, yeah, you've now spammed and you need to be removed. Yeah, we don't do spam. We don't negotiate with spammers. You'll be hidden on this channel now until further review. I apologize, but that's what happens, brother. When you don't respect yourself and you take over the channel like that, you know, because it's disrespectful to me and everyone else. And so now you've disrespected yourself and now you've lost access to the greatest show on earth. So, or the ability to talk on the greatest show on earth. And I love you. I don't want to do that to you. So please don't make me do that again. I don't want to do that. All right. Can you please check out Town? Give him a ban to the bear market. Yeah, he can come back in the bear market when he's ready. Tanya Harding, long-term holder. You're funny, right? Anyway, could we get the bounce here back to the upside for if it loses the 200 MA? I mean, you can only assume you're going to bounce at 34 and then back to 28. Otherwise, it's a beautiful cup and handle with a bounce. Like, you know, Bitcoin at 95.8 now. The dump continues for BTC. I told y'all that it's not up only, and everyone kept saying, buy the dip. Did you get into the dip? Come on, man. I didn't buy a lot on the dip. I said that. I said I bought a lot lower than the dip anyway. Look at the 1 minute loss to 200 MA. The 5 minute loss to 200 MA. Stop loss on the other side. Dump. Had you taken the short that I discussed already, you're in the money. Had you taken the short I discussed already, you're in the money. Anyway, below the 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame is almost always a dump. And now look, Bitcoin hasn't been this low since, you know, Friday afternoon there at 420 on the 20th of December at 420, 1620. Oh, dang, man, 95.8. Now you've lost 96,000. Let me look at it again with clean eyes on a different chart here. Yeah, like I see this as a what's called a symmetrical triangle. There's no other way I can, you know, there's nothing else I can. Right there, that's a symmetrical, like that's, you know. And that would be a 50-50 either way. I mean, I see no other option for this. So you're dumping down to 88,007, or you're getting saved by the bell there, and you've already lost the bottom trend line. Like, so I'm telling you, I mean, this looks like you're breaking to the downside here for Bitcoin, and I've been saying it for a while. The bears are in control. The bears are in control. You double bottom, no way. And so now to find out where you're going, you got to watch like the 30-second chart, the 1 minute chart. And wow, they're rug pulling you on. They're rug pulling us on an American holiday week for sure. And it's getting ugly. Get your stops in place, and I'll come to terms. We're probably going to go to 88,000. All right, and take a deep breath and get ready for a longer term pullback. If we do not happen, count your lucky stars. But prepare for a couple weeks of pullback, at least 4 to 6 weeks, man. It's the facts. No one's telling you this. Nobody is telling you this. They want up only. They want to sell subscriptions. They want to tell you where the next 100x is. Now, there's still money. We see that we're kind of slightly decoupling now. Hyperliquid has its own little ecosystem, and there's a chance we could continue to play coins. So don't get too stressed. We're going to find the opportunity, whether it's short in the market, whether we take advantage. It does not matter. We will find a way to take advantage of this market. Now, 1 minute loss to 200 MA right there is when you enter the short. It pays. It pays to play. If you just use the 1 minute in the 200 MA and you go at it every single day and you short and long, long and short with the movements below it, it could print you so much money over time, you'll never even worry about the market. So gain a skill that I can teach you, and you'll stop being that person that has to hodl every day, and you'll actually be able to make money no matter what happens. You can have hodl bags by all means. I made all my money hodling BTC. That's how I made it. Thank the Lord. All right. Bitcoin saved me. You know, it was nicer when it was 108,000, but it is what it is. Let's get back above 9. And again, I don't want to be the bearer of doom. Like, could we somehow save the day? Maybe. Maybe we get a bounce here. There's a little bullish div here. But now you kind of flag it out like this. And you can start seeing your next option here for Bitcoin. And that could send you low to 94,000. You know, unless you make some type of, you know, and then you look for a reversal pattern, a shoulder, a head or right shoulder. Can you break back up? Then you look for us to break above the 200 MA, and then we could long. You know what I mean? That's this vicious cycle over and over again. I would watch this for a bear flag continuing to the downside here for Bitcoin. All right. On the weekly, doesn't it look like we just made wave 5? I don't do that wave nonsense. God bless you, though. I hope you do well with it. Yeah, it's not just because I don't use it doesn't mean it's bad. I don't do super chats on Sunday morning. It's very rare. I'm sorry to say that, but it's just very rare. I'm usually in and out. We did look at PHNIX. I mean, I always do super chats, I guess. I should always do them and be nice, but I try to make it a smaller show, and if the super, it will turn into some craziness. Harry Iron Soul now dipping. This could be a rug pull, everyone. Just be careful. We're not their exit liquidity. Connected to Elon Musk, sure it is. I don't believe any of that nonsense. Join the adventure of Asteria, powered by Grok, pioneering Solana. Asteria is an advanced AI chatbot embodying Elon Musk's wit and creativity, engaging on X. It crafts Musk-style humorous replies and generates realistic visuals for tweets. The highlight, Elon Musk himself interacts with Asteria's posts. Musk-inspired AI-driven replies. Realistic visuals for tweets, direct engagement, powered by Grok. Media doesn't get it. If civilization collapses, no more Tesla. But seriously, this woke stuff is crazy. Gotta protect free speech and keep advancing tech, or we're doomed. I wouldn't see it replying to Elon. I don't see Elon replying to it. Oh, he goes, exactly. Can that be verified? All right. Exactly. Civilization first. Otherwise, you can't sell a product. Once you become the richest person on earth and you realize you've sold everything to so many people, you realize that you need people to keep staying rich. So if the population declines, your net worth will decline because you can't keep selling. And I'm not saying that's his thought, but I mean, that's an overall thesis of why you want a better off society for your own purposes. I'm just saying, like, again, and if, as long as you're putting that wealth back into a societal help too, and you think you're helping, then you think, well, I'd like to extrapolate that wealth from society because I can take it and put it to good use. They don't know that they need to go to Mars, but I can help, and stuff like that. I don't know, and whatever his creativity takes him. That looks bearish as all heck. I see more downside here for Bitcoin. Dumpage. Somebody pulled the dump it button and told us we were going down. 94.5. Jamming 94.5. Right? Sad to say. How do you guys feel about the dump today? On this Sunday? How do you guys feel about the dump? Let me know. The amount of times it mentions Musk seems like a red flag. Amen. Trump dump. Do you mind checking on Bitcoin dominance? It's the shakeout. That's what they'll keep telling you until you're shaken out. Yeah. Feeling great and smell the burn. Dump. I love it. Opportunity to buy in a few months. Rotate back. Embrace it. DCA, baby. Yeah. I feel okay. I lost $12 on my swing trade. Don't understand why Coinbase dumping Bitcoin. Dump it. I'll be buying it. Just let me take it out. I mean, it did go up a lot, and the prices were honestly unimaginable for people. I see a dump right now coming. Entry here, stop loss above the wick. Short down to 94.5. It's got some descending vibes, shoulder heading. It just doesn't look good to me. I don't see reversals. It's over. Biggest rug pull. Opportunity to go outside and play maybe DCA. Yeah. I have to be honest. It doesn't. The TA is starting to look pretty bad. Yeah. I don't like saying it. I don't like being that guy. But we got to prepare to short the market and find out how to make the most money we can. So to offset our losses and to keep ourselves positive to get some green wins. So we got to come to the realization of what's happening so we can then we can actually take action on it. If we're in denial the whole time, like everybody else, and keep telling us it's up only, then we won't be able to take action. So I would love it to bounce here, and I could be the biggest bearish fool. Please let that be the case. But the technical analysis is telling us what's likely going to happen. All right. Maybe something big is coming. Yeah. Gonna pump back when Trump becomes president. Yeah, I think it's gonna come. Yeah, you know. Yeah. If we don't more, it's 100% liquidation. Watch XRP rip and put the market up. You're handsome. Thank you. Appreciate that. I took my initial out of Scout, free Moonbag built. There you go. God bless you, man. That's the way to be. Super has been hot. Look, this could be, now we have a little bit of a chance here. Got the shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. Rip us back up to the upside. I would not trade today. I would not trade for maybe till Monday night. I wouldn't open up any leverage trades. I don't care if we rip and dip. I don't care what happens because the volatility with the low volume after a Fed liquidation week, be very, very careful. All right. Look, nice little bounce here. Nice little bounce. Technically, that was a bull div in a way there, slightly. Yeah, I'm not opening up a trade. I'm not trading. I want to focus on my kids today. I don't want to be watching my chart every 5 seconds. And, you know, it's hard for me to say that because everyone watches me. I'm the crypto lifer. When I trade, they trade. I make more gains, right? Links, commissions. It's all one big party. And so I should always just keep my mouth shut and act like I'm trading, right? But I want to be a real person. And sometimes I want to tell you the honest truth, man. And if you watch me 365 days a year, I hope to gosh, one day I look you in the face and tell you, you know what? I'm going to take a day off from my brain. If I don't do that, there's something sick with me. And I've pushed it to the limit pretty much. So there is something sick with me. But, you know, even I know when enough is enough, right? And December, low volume. You can easily get stopped out here. Again, I do see more downside. That's what I see happening for Bitcoin. So I do see more downside. You're like, well, why not trade it then, Sam? Because I know that even if they push us down and I'm correct about the move, they might just bring it right back up, stop me out, and then dump it. The liquidity is light. So I'll be right and wrong at the same time. I'll be right, but I'll be out money, you know. So they're treating us like Pavlov's dog. Associate the down. Yeah. Man, Soul's just beat. I sold at 224. Held from 69. I may get back in. We go to the low 170s. Yeah. Everything is dumping. Yep. And that looks like a descending triangle that's about to dump too. So I got to sound the alarm, man. This looks bad. It looks bad. The market looks like it's about to tank. I don't know why, but that's what they're doing. In the last hour, you can see red above the bull all along. Anything holding it down? The only thing that was up was UX Link. Man. In the last month, we're still up pretty nice. Wild's up, Morpho. We have a lot of big winners. I don't want to be such a Debbie Downer here. Even Deep Book Protocol, my love, you know. I'm still up on some stuff. It's not the worst in the world. Maybe we get a bounce. But, man, I got to be honest with you guys. And I got to show you what I see happening. You flip it upside down, it looks like, it, you know. We will see. It would be awesome if we get some crazy reversal, but I've been pretty spot on, and the charts have been telling me what's been going on, and they help us make a lot of gains. So this does look like we're going to see a move further to the downside. Everyone, I'm going to jump on out of here and go kick it with the fam and take them to a brunch and attempt to act like I'm not the leader of a trading group as the market continues to dump on my face and smile with my kids for the rest of the day. It's not easy. It's actually one of the hardest things to do. I can be honest with you. But it is. I got to forge ahead, and we got to look for opportunity. There's still opportunity. Last night, Scout went up. I just bought another coin. Vert AI looks good. There's opportunity out here. But I mean, they just keep kicking all the strong, loyal holders in the face. I mean, it's not easy. I'm being honest. They do not make it easy to make gains in this market. It looks like when it's hot, everyone's like, oh, you know. They do not make it easy at all. At all. Another thing that's going on is Interpol, right? It's got a red notice for Hex founder Richard Hart, Richard Schuler. They doxed him too, which I didn't think was pretty cool. Put out his birthday and everything. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you're known, but so that's very controversial. The Hex people are like, what? You know, and what does that really mean? Right? He assaulted a 16-year-old. He did slap that kid that day on the street, remember? But like, I thought that had been dealt with already, you know. Am I right? Remember, wasn't there some time I could be wrong. I don't want to defame him because I don't remember, so I should just keep my mouth shut. I have this memory, though, of something happening with him on the internet like 5 years ago. I can't remember, though. Yeah. Sam, make it a great day with the kids. I'll do the same. Yeah, we got to extrapolate our brains from our monies and realize we have a life to live no matter what. That's the hardest thing to do in cryptocurrency. I get it. And it's not easy. We've been in this struggle. This is a long struggle. This takes a long time. You're up, you're down, you're up, you're down. You know, my long-term whole portfolio is way up more than it is down. Still blessed. Amen. 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 Shout out to BMG. God bless you all. Trump Powell is dismissing on January 21st. First data will delete zeros. Clear rumor. BitTorrent. Shiba. What? Such a weirdo, man. You're out. You're out. Yeah. It's been an emotional roller coaster for sure. For sure. Can we hold 95,800? It looks like we will not. I see 94.5 coming, and we'll go from there. It would be awesome if I'm wrong and the TA plays out differently and this bullish divergence picks us up to the upside. We now have to get back above 96,138 to remain bullish. That's your resistance level of the beginning of this bearish channel. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I'll be back tonight to see what happens. I will never disappear, no matter what the market does. We'll go down, in a flame of glory, or we'll make it through. Most of the times we've made it through. So deep breaths and push forward. 2-3 months from now, things will change. But it does look like we may have to go through 6 to 8 weeks of some pullback consolidation before we eventually get our win. So, hey, it is what it is, man. Patience pays the people that are able to put in the patience, right, and put in that work. So I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. It's never easy. I never told you it was going to be easy. All right. Forget these Patreon people that want your $100 to tell you, hey, the next 100x. Eh. Nah, you learn how to trade. You learn these markets. You stick with me for a couple years. You learn how to trade every market in the world. You learn how to mentally fortify yourself for anything that comes your way. You listen to Jim Rohn, you become strong. You listen to Greek philosophers, the ancient Greeks, which Jim Rohn repeats. He repeats you all the lessons of life that have been passed down. Jim Rohn has those. Listen to him. Listen to me. Let it get passed down. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. There's a chance this bullish divergence breaks out. We get back above 96,001. We're back at 97.2. And the weekly closes above 97,200. And we're okay. It's not all doom and gloom. There's always a possibility for bullishness. We just have to look at the realization of what we're looking at and come to terms with probability. The probability is we're going to the downside. Maybe things change. Right now, the last thing I'm going to leave you with is this bear flag here that looks like it's likely going to dump on us to 94,500 and a stop somewhere above 96.2. But there you go. Again, I wouldn't even trade today. I'd stay away, but you guys do you. I love each and every one of you. I am not a financial advisor. Please get yourself financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. Push yourselves. Believe in yourself. You must have mental fortitude. And thank God for everything you have. When I lived in a one-bedroom apartment, thank you, dear Lord, for these high ceilings. It had high ceilings. It was bigger than most. I said, man, dear Lord, thank you for this. A lot of people don't have an apartment this big. Instead of wishing I was in a big home, I said, thank you for this apartment I do have. I said thank you in that apartment for 10 years. The light shone in. I used the fire escape as a balcony. I love that apartment. And because I was so grateful for it, I now live in a way bigger, a house that's 6 times the size, overlooking the water with a pool. You know what I'm saying? It just stay grateful for what you do have. Gratitude leads to abundance over and over and over again. Repeat after me. Gratitude leads to abundance. You cannot be upset, jealous, or hating others when you're in a state of gratitude. You can't be worried, scared, or in fear when you're in a state of gratitude. So the more you lead to gratitude, the more you can amplify your life, because your feelings are your frequencies. Your frequencies are your thoughts. Your thoughts are what you're going to send and bring into your life. So if you can constantly keep your vibration high, your thoughts will be high, and that's what the universe will amplify back to you. This is very important what I'm telling you. I'm giving you the secret to life right now. This is the sauce. This is it. Look, Bitcoin bounced back 95.9. That's why I said I would not short this. I know I put out a probability, but I would not trade this market today. I'd stay away. But here, I'm on something right now. So here's the deal. I don't need the charts or anything right now for you to get the greatest knowledge in your life. So we must consistently go back to abundance by feeding through this loop. It's like if you were to see abundance and go backwards, you would lead back to gratitude. Every single time, gratitude would lead you back to abundance. Every single time. All right? Grateful for your failed trades. Grateful for your pain. There's only failure. There's no failure, only feedback. We will make it through these tough times. Bitcoin will flip. At another time, things will not be this way. There's a chance that we bounce right now, and this was the low. We close above 97.2 tonight, and we're getting a bounce right now. You know? Let's see if we can get some type of inverted head and shoulder. Let's see if we can get back above 96,200 now for Bitcoin. A little bit of a bounce here, I must say. Let's see if we can get back above that resistance now. Flip it. Kind of a shady inverted head and shoulder. This is why I would not trade on weekend days. They'll make a bear flag, flip on you. They'll do all sorts of shady stuff to you. You'll go crazy. All the TA that makes sense won't make sense for 4 to 5 hours straight. Then it will all start making sense once the liquidity comes, and you'll make, but I was supposed to, It's so grimy. Stay away from the weekend trading. It'll rip you up, tear you up, and spit you out over and over again. I love you. I appreciate you all. I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. May God bless you. We're going to make it through no matter what. Remember, abundance, abundance, abundance. What do you have? What do you have? Thank you, God, for everything that I do have. I didn't get a son. I really wish I had a son. I wanted to have a son. You know, but I have 3 beautiful daughters. My daughter, and the baby is gorgeous, man. I got 3 beautiful kids. You know? And I got so many awesome people in my life. And I can mentor young men around me if I feel the need to have, you know, to get that feeling of being, you know, society needs a dad around. You know, 100 people need a father. So maybe that's what I'll be doing. I'll be helping people. And if I had my own kids, I wouldn't be able to help those people. So there's a reason for everything. You see? You could turn gratitude into every situation. And then you get creative about how to have gratitude. You get really creative at it. You can find gratitude. You could get thrown in a pit. A bunch of snakes can be all over you, and you can be like, well, at least that one didn't bite me that bad. You know what I'm saying? It just, you know, you start getting super creative about the way you attract abundance, because you get really creative about how you look at gratitude. This is a very big deal. I'm giving you the key to life. I'm telling you right now, this is, and again, you'd say, but it's about the law, but all the things, but you're looking at all the ups and downs, and it's taking you away from the ability to look at gratitude. Focus and discipline on what you're thinking about. Create the life that you want, and bring the things that you decide towards you. It's not that hard. You're in control. Stop making believe that you're this leaf on a stream and the universe is pushing and pulling you around. That's not the case. You're you're part of reality. God gave you that ability. That's what they're trying to teach you in the Bible. That's what Jesus was trying to show you the whole time, really. Anyway, I love you all. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Stay fresh, stay amazing. We're dumping hard right now for BTC. Look, false move Monday. They didn't get the stop. They tried to get the stop. They did not. And, you know, that's now in the money there at a 95.8 entry, but we'll see. But I see a move to the downside here for Bitcoin. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. I'll catch you on the flip side. Thank you so much for all your time on the stream, your comments, your super chats, and your love. I'll see you tonight.